In a little more than 2 hours, the South Carolina Supreme Court will begin hearing arguments for Alex Murdaugh's appeal.
Murdaugh is asking the justices to throw out his 2023 murder conviction for killing his wife and son. Christy Calcagno is live outside the courthouse this morning. Christy, where's Murdaugh's defense team focusing their argument in this case?
Hey guys, good morning. Christy Calcagno alongside News 19's Kiki Gushu here. We're kind of breaking down exactly what is happening in this case. We do know there is going to be multiple defenses there for Alex Murdaugh as well as the state going against this. Now, as you just mentioned, that the doors will open at 8:30. Trial begins at 9:30, but you can actually already see, let's go ahead and take a quick little step back. You can already see the line of press as well as other people who just wanted to get a seat inside that courtroom. They are currently lining up and getting ready almost about an hour before these doors open. So Kiki, I know you've also been following this case. Basically, what is at stake right now, and break down how we got here today.
Yeah, Christy, so in 2021, Paul and Maggie Murdaugh were murdered at their home at the Moselle Estate in Hampton County, in Colleton County, South Carolina, in Hampton. Now, from there, Alex Murdaugh, the father of Paul and the husband of Maggie, was convicted of murder at a trial in 2023. That trial lasted almost 6 weeks, and since then he has been appealing for issues he say happened in the first trial. One of them is financial crimes, the allowance of his financial crimes into the trial, and the other is allegations of jury tampering by Becky Hill, the then clerk of court there in Colleton County.
Yeah, those are going to be the two things that the defense is going to argue during this, and then you have Creighton Waters, who is going to be representing the state, coming up in just a little bit. But here's something that we do want to mention to you all watching here this morning, is that this is not a new trial. This is an appeals hearing. So basically what we're hearing right now is that there is no new testimony, right?
There is no new testimony. There is no new evidence. Actually, the briefings that will be read here today have already been published. So the 5 justices inside the Supreme Court are already in the know about what they're going to be hearing today. They've studied pages and pages of testimony. They know this trial like the back of their hand, and they are ready to ask questions. That's going to be a big part of today, is going to be the justices asking questions and really trying to get to the bottom of if these 2 allegations warrant a new trial for Alex Murdaugh.
And then that's the point that we're going to be waiting for, to see if there is going to be a new trial. And then the big question is going to be what happens next. We are hearing that we're going to be hearing a little bit later on today, after this hearing, from both sides to kind of get some reactions onto this and basically what is going to happen next. But to break down what we're going to be seeing in the courtroom, a lot of this is only 20 minutes. In fact, it's 20 minutes on each of those cases that we're hearing. And then it's going to be 20 minutes on the state side. And then all of that, like you mentioned, is really going to be involving questioning, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And one interesting thing is that during those 20 minutes, those questions count as time. So these justices can interrupt at any point and ask questions, and that actually takes up some of the time of the argument. So it'll be really interesting to see what their questions are and how that kind of shows what their thinking is along the lines of this hearing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, of course, and only like about an hour and a half inside that courtroom. But again, Kiki's going to be over there inside the courtroom. There's already a media frenzy behind us. There's already a bunch of people who are lining up for their live shots as well, and they're getting us the scoop on everything that you need to know. So we're going to be standing out here outside the Supreme Court. Kiki's going to be inside, and we're going to bring you guys the very latest. We'll send it back over to you guys in the studio.
All right.
Kiki,
Thanks so
Christy,
much.
Thank you both. A case that's captivated folks here in the Carolinas and across the country,
for
really.
quite some time.